300 coming your way right now. Get this live stream rolling. Gonna start exactly where we qualified for this race. Justin Allgaier will be on the pole. What to expect here, I don't really know. Mike Harmon, he Brandon Brown also failed an inspection. Both drivers starting at the rear. Brandon Brown's had some good races going for him these last couple of weeks. Let's see how this goes. We've got the steering wheel again here tonight. The green flag is going to be in the air, and we are underway at Kentucky Speedway, a 200 lap, 300 mile event. This should be a fun one. Quickly working to the outside of the racetrack, trying to take it 3 wide off the start. We do. Into the wall slightly, trying to hang on to it. Push from behind coming, my goodness. All right. Oh, more contact with the 11 of Justin Haley. My goodness. 1 lap in the books. I don't know how we made it through lap 1, but we did. That battle for the lead side by side up there. Oh, tough to tell exactly who it... Okay, that wasn't our fault. We got pushed into the wall there by the 23 of John Hunter Nemechek, and now we're just all over the place, just trying to fight for dear life. This is not a good, safe start to the race that we needed here. Already fading back to the 17th spot on lap 43. Driving near deep now. Down to the apron off the exit of the corner, just really trying to run all over this racetrack right now. I know I'm faster than these guys ahead of us, especially Chad Fincham. Tapped the brakes a little bit in 3 and 4 that time. Really try to drive it in deep. We're going to get under and get past Fincham here and clear him before we get into turn 1. Yeah, a lot of aggressive bump track and out of nowhere pretty much to start this race. Definitely upset the car in the middle of the corner there, those first couple laps. Starting to get spaced out at least a little bit right now. Looks like I'm towards the front of the pack. It's still getting very, very racy for the lead. But for right now, we're holding on pretty good. Ran our fastest lap of the race. It was also our cleanest lap, that we didn't have to worry about anybody. To the inside of Zane Smith in the 8. And we are side by side down the back straightaway. Michael Annette has now worked his way up to the race lead. Gonna make the pass on Smith. Still 40 laps to go in stage 1. Since the repave here at Kentucky, tire wear isn't a huge factor, so hopefully we can make it all the way to the end of stage 1 and then just pit at the stage break whenever we need. Big drive in that time to turns 1 and 2. Go all the way down to the apron now through the trioval. Take that awkward angle into turn 1. Towards the top side, we'll try to run the middle to bottom. Most preferably, we're going to run the bottom as much as possible over the course of this race. And now 3 wide down to the bottom. On Ross Chastain in the 36 there of Josh Williams. Big side draft on the 11 of Justin Haley. We are going to clear him getting into turn 1. Right back to where we started the race in the 12th spot. Riding along with Christopher Bell. We had an epic win at Daytona in the live stream last night. It was a fun one, to say the least, all throughout. Actually got the wing in both stages and the race. including a last lap pass for the win coming out of turn 4. A little beating and banging with Timmy Hill to get back to the checker. Went from 3rd to 1st in that last lap as well. It was just amazing. Did run practice, and I ran pretty well in practice, I thought. Outside of, I went to practice a pit stop as I usually do in practice, and I accidentally went onto pit road speeding by 1 mile per hour. I was at 46 at the line. Had to get it down to 45, so I know that this is definitely a tough pit road to get on if we do have to make a green flag stop at some point in the race. A little bump on Chase Briscoe. A little run to the inside, car getting a little skatey. He's going to have the advantage now on the top. Big dive down to the bottom. Going to clear Allgaier as well, and we're going to move up to the 9th spot on the racetrack. Michael Annett running away with it seemingly right now. He had a very fast car in Michigan and Chicagoland, two intermediate, the last two, in fact, intermediate racetracks. So he's definitely had some speed here in the summer months of the season. With that down to the inside on John Hunter Nemechek. Big slide job from turns 3 and 4 to complete the pass. Slowly catching up to the back bumper now of Brandon Jones. Down to the inside into turns 1 and 2. Gassing it to hurry up and clear him before we slide up the racetrack. So we'll slide up in front of him, diamond the corner off, blocking any sort of chance at a crossover. And now we'll try to catch up to Tyler Reddick in the 6th spot. Ooh, a little risky. Driving it real deep there that time. Down to the apron. We're going to get to the inside of Reddick. Now down to the apron through the tri-oval. Somehow caution free already through this race, despite a pretty sketchy first few laps. How's it going, Joshua? Glad you can make it for this stream here tonight. Check the brakes there a little bit. Oh, wow, that was actually nicely rolled through the corner, a lot better than what I thought I would. Somehow clearing Gregson off of turn number 4. And moving up to the 5th spot even after having to get onto the brakes. Now to the outside through turns 1 and 2 on Cole Custer. Custer going to block us off for the time being. We'll cross him over to the inside now. A little bit of a side draft. Could have been more aggressive with it, but I wasn't. Another big dive into 3. Oops, he just blocked off Jeffrey Earnhardt there, and that might open up a lane for us to try to catch Earnhardt on the outside. He's not going to move up to block us. And we're going to stay to the outside here, quickly gaining on Ryan Segan, the 39. Ooh, contact now. He's going to try to come down the track. Side draft him into the wall off of turn 4. Sideways, trying to lock it down. What a save! Coming back up the track, contact with the 2. At least it wasn't heavy. And again, somehow we stayed green. Oh my goodness, what happened there? That was my fault. I came down into the 39 trying to side draft his right rear corner panel in the middle of 1 and 2. We made contact. I got very loose, and I don't know how I didn't even spin. Kept the car under control enough at least. And although we lost a lot of time, we are now 7.4 seconds back in the lead. Only on lap 17 of 45 in this first stage. We were running faster laps than the leaders those last about 2 to 3 laps. And unfortunately, we're going to have to try and run back as we fell back to 7th. Quickly got around Reddick. Now going to try to get around Noah Gragson again. Had to get on the brakes through 1 and 2. Both chose the inside there. Trying to get the drive to the inside again for 5th. Gonna clear. What I said, yeah, thanks. I don't know how I did make that save. I mean, as soon as I got into the wall and started coming down the track, I got extremely loose, and I didn't know exactly where the cars were around me. I wasn't worried about trying to look in the rear view as much as what I was just trying to keep the car saved, especially with the steering wheel. That did not feel comfortable. I immediately felt the pressure trying to make that save. And as soon as I locked down the brakes, I about overcorrected it and turned back right into the wall again. And instead, Tyler Reddick was up there. We made contact with each other. Luckily, we were going slow enough on the track, though, that I didn't hit him too hard. He did lose a couple spots immediately, though. Now the leaders are in lap traffic. All the way down to the apron now on Austin Hill.
Still there. You got room. You're clear.
Boy. Handling wise, this car is very, very loose. Oh, almost made contact with Elliott Sadler there as well. What wheel do I use? Honestly, I bought this wheel a year and a half ago. I know it's specifically for a PlayStation 4, and I got it off Amazon for I want to say $100. I'm not entirely sure on that. At the time, I know it was somewhat newer. I know there are definitely better wheels out there, but one is something somewhat affordable, and I've got my use out of it. I use it quite a bit. And most of these races I do on these streams, I'm using it. Not all of them, but some of them, or most of them, I should say. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to take a video one of these days, what my setup kind of looks like when I do these streams, somewhere along the line. Also definitely looking at, because I'm not able to make posts on YouTube until I have 10,000 subscribers, which we're a long, long ways away from even thinking about that right now. So I'll probably do weekly videos. Usually at the beginning of the week we'll make it, and those weekly videos will be a schedule for what streams I will do at what times during the day. Really try to map it out during the week. Kind of help you guys to know when to tune in instead of just having to wait for a notification at random times. I usually try to give some sort of an update at the end of a stream leading into the next one. Wide, making the passes around the lap traffic. We have been in second for a little bit now, and we are quickly only about a second and a half behind Michael Annett, who is the race leader. I didn't know which way Brandon Brown was going to go there. I had to check out of the throttle through the trioval. Yeah, this car is definitely loose. I really feel that rear end kicking out on it. We do have a little bit of damage though after getting up into the wall there and getting into Tyler Reddick about, what was that, about 10 laps ago now. Driving it in a little too hard there for 3 and 4, running the top side. That's going to give us some momentum though, and a ton of lap cars there. It looks like about 4 lap cars right in front of the leader in that. This could be the battle for the lead here in stage 1. Oh, nope, brushed the wall. Missed our mark by a lot there that time. I wanted to go to the outside, but I definitely didn't hang that in well. Man, still feeling the effects. This is going to get crazy. What lane will we pick? We're going to go right in the middle, gunning it now, in between the lap cars. Zooming to the outside of the one of Michael Annette. And Christopher Bell will lead his first lap of the race on lap 28 here at Kentucky. 18 laps to go in stage number 1. Right front tire at about 46% tire wear. We are looking good to at least make it to the end of the stage. Of course, if we don't get a caution. We have not had a yellow yet in this one, though, so we're off to a good start there. Despite having a couple instances already on separate occasions where not only there was almost a wreck, but we almost got caught up in that wreck. All the way down to the apron that time. Right along now on the onboard camera as we have 16 laps to go in the stage now. Look at how loose we are, not only on entry to the corner, but we really got to hold the wheel as steadily as possible. We've been loose off the exit a couple times. Didn't really see it much that time. Man, we almost got, we are pushing up the track for 3 and 4. Almost got into the side of Zane Smith. Never got out of the gas though, and we were able to without any contact. Now a lot of open traffic ahead here. Open movement ahead as there's no traffic. Pulling away from Annette right now. He's about 4 seconds off the lead. I can say though that we are going to have another stream tomorrow night. It will be in the Xfinity Series again, and it will be at New Hampshire. That will be the next race on the season. I wasn't originally scheduled to have one because I was originally going to go to the Friday Night SmackDown in Detroit tomorrow, but because of the whole coronavirus going on, they canceled those plans actually just before I came live onto this stream. So I'm going to be in this chair again tomorrow night, keeping the daily vids coming. Very, very disappointing situation. I understand the protocol for what's going on. Just disappointed on my aspect. I got the tickets months ago, and comes down to the day before and it gets canceled. Just hoping I get some sort of reimbursement at this point, but I'll just have to see in the future. So caution's gonna come out here at the end of towards the end of stage 1. Man, I don't know what's gonna go on here. This is gonna be a crazy restart with not a lot of laps to go in the stage. We're going to take right side tires only so we don't get completely toasted on this restart, but I just don't know how this is going to pay off exactly. We'll see if a lot of these guys are going to stay out at the end of the stage too. Yeah, we're going to win the race off of pit road because we took 2 tires, and I'm sure everybody else took 4. Yeah, we might be toast here. We're not as good on the short runs either. Green flag back in the air. We got 9 laps to go in stage number 1 here at Kentucky. Gonna hope for the best. Good jump on the restart, out to almost a half-second lead quickly on Cole Custer. Driving in deep, man. The car was loose before. It's definitely going to be loose now, though, after only taking 2 tires. Pretty good through the first lap. But who will win stage number 1 here at Kentucky? Quickly now to the inside. Jeffrey Earnhardt was looking there. Can't make the pass, but now we're going to slide up the racetrack. And there he goes right on under us. We have to get out of the gas, or we were probably going to end up in the wall again. And that is going to cost us a ton of positions now. 7 to go in the stage. 3 wide now behind us. Contact into the wall. Sideways into the 2-car of Reddick. And again, we found contact with each other. And again, we were able to keep on going afterwards. We stay green, at least for the moment. Michael Annett has found his way into the race lead once again. And a very eventful first stage so far. And we have 6 laps to go now in the stage. Can we get any sort of stage points? We jump to the inside quickly now on Briscoe for 7th. Dead even off of turn 2. Well, no, not exactly. I thought we were going to be side by side, but not quite. Briscoe got a huge run off of turn 2 on the top. Driving it in too deep there. Had to check out a little throttle again off of 4. Nope, not going to be able to block off Brandon Jones. Thought about it. Knew it wasn't going to be a good idea. He'll zoom past us. Here comes Reddick back down on the inside again. And now we're in definite danger of losing a chance at stage points. And into the wall again off of turn 2. This time we're not able to save it. Car in the wall hard. It's the 39 of Sieg. And our bad handling race car continues to get worse in this one. And that'll bring out our second caution of the race. And we will now only have 2 laps left on the restart. So we actually probably about 3 laps left on the restart. Man. Yeah, so we'll have free pass goes to Garrett Smithley. We'll restart in 19th. Going to be very, very tough to get stage points now. And the green flag will be back in the air once again. Oh, wow, white flag. Okay, so we got a lot less laps left than what I was thinking. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go now in stage 1. By the time we get up to speed, the stage is going to be over at this point. Do we have any sort of shot to get inside the top 10? I don't think it's going to be possible, but we'll see. Taking it deep into turns 3 and 4, trying to drive it up the racetrack. A little bit of contact, but we're way too far back to get any sort of stage points here. Holding him off to the finish, very tight, but it looks like Michael Annett will win stage 1. We finished 12th. No stage points for us here. So Michael Annett gets the playoff point, gets the stage win. We'll move on to stage number 2. We're going to definitely pit for tires this time. 4 fresh tires at that. At the stage break. It'll help us a little bit. Although the leaders haven't run many green flag laps, but we'll see. Hopefully 4 fresh Goodyears will be able to help us this time through.
Alright, you're coming to the green. Get ready.
Here we go. Green flag going to be in the air.
Time to go.
Trying to get through the shifts nice. After restarting on the outside, we did a great job now going into turns 1 and 2. Here we go. Check out the throttle a little bit to really set the car. Oh, contact slightly. Really had to get out of the gas again. About got ran over from behind. A lot of spots going to be lost now by the 11 car as well. It was looking like we were going to have such a great restart, and it ended up not turning out to be the greatest. And now we go 3 wide up the middle. Oh, this is tight. Now, as we split the traffic, we get around both of them and all clear going into 1 and 2. Contact now with the back of the 17 as we kind of had to ride on the brakes. Didn't know how I was going to get through there. Like a bunch of short track racing in the early going to this one. Oh my goodness, it's such a closing rate going into one quickly. Allgaier making the move. Oh, we get loose again into the wall hard. Gotta save it. 35's under us. He makes a nice save as well. Not super heavy damage on the right side of the car, but just cannot get this car to handle right over the course of this race. I don't think I've really struggled this much in a race in a while, I do have to say. Thinking about taking an unscheduled pit stop here just to try to tighten the car up a little bit. It is so out of control loose. Man. Oh, no. Save it. Nope, couldn't save it. Around goes the 11. Yeah, we might have might have turned him by accident there. Justin Haley goes around. Hopefully he saved it. It looked like he might have. Looked like he about had it saved, overcorrected it, but I don't know if he hit anything. So, gonna repair damage. Gonna put a round of wedge in the car, try to tighten it up a little bit here. We'll go around and a half to tighten it up this time. We'll see if that does anything. And if it's too much, we'll just change it at the next caution or the stage break, whatever comes first. Probably be a little bit slower, but I mean, we need handling at this point. Because we have very little handling in this race car. Green flag going to be back in the air. A little bit of rear bumper damage on the 11, but I think that was from us hitting him. Trying to get to the inside here, 3 wide. As of right now, almost making contact with the 51. Very close that time off of turn 2. Now down to the inside into 3 and 4. Had to get on the brakes now. Trying to slide in between some of these guys. .33 laps to go in stage 2. Car feels a lot faster and a lot more stable, though, I do have to say. I'm really able to kind of put this car wherever I want now. Couldn't do that before. Taking it off the outside. We only have a couple lap pressure tires than everybody else. Man, in the wall through 3 and 4, just could not hold the top line that time. Very sloppy race so far. If I could just run a corner without having to get out of the gas too much or under the brakes at all, I'd probably be a lot better off. All the way down to the apron. Look at how close we got to the grass there. Really trying to drive it in deep. Trying to get it to stick. Looked like the 9 of Noah Gregson looked like he was going to try to make a pass there. Thought better of it. He backed off for a moment. Trying to go right up the middle now. Custer and Stephen Light around us. Light won that Daytona season opener earlier this season to get into the playoffs. We got the win in the last Daytona race last night. If you missed that, I highly recommend going back and watching it. Even the last 2 races, really, this one and the Chicagoland race, were epic in their own ways. That finish last night, though,
Still there.
from third to first on the last lap, taking the lead off of turn 4, that was awesome.
Stay high, stay high. You're all clear on the bottom.
Definite candidate for the finish of the year, the Xfinity Series season so far. We're going to move up to the 3rd spot. Again, we do have a couple lap pressure tires, but I think tightening the car up did help a substantial amount. Man, again, on the brakes though. Kentucky, for the most part, is a one-groove track. They did add the PJ1 here in the race last year, and I'm sure they will do the same again this year. It did bring for better racing, and it brought definitely the best finish in Kentucky Speedway history with the Busch brothers battling in the Cup Series last year. Quickly down to the inside on Ryan Seed. We're going to get on by him for second now. And now we close in on Michael Annett, the race leader. Ran a higher line through turns 1 and 2. Going to try to get it to hold now. Down to the apron, really driving it in deep through 3 and 4. Easing back to the throttle. We'll run the apron here through the tri-oval. They're definitely faster than the leader right now after the adjustment and the couple lap pressure tires. Gaining a huge amount into turn 1. Still tapped the brakes, so thought I was going to get into the back of him for a second. Annett trying to hold on to the lead still now down the back straightaway. Big run coming. We ran a little higher on the line that time. Dive bomb into turns 3 and 4. Slide job by Bell to get to the lead. Annett will try the crossover, but he's nowhere close enough to get it. Christopher Bell in the lead now for the second time in this race tonight. Here in stage number 2, 26 laps to go. Got robbed of a stage win and really stage points in general after a late race caution in stage 1. We quickly got a second. We've had one in this stage already as it is 2. It's amazing how quickly we got 3 cautions in this race after running over the first 30 laps caution free. To go now. Pretty calm while we're out in front of the field here and no lap traffic to deal with, at least yet. Not sure entirely how much longer it'll be before we catch that lap traffic, but I'm sure we will easily catch them probably the next 5 to 10 laps. You can see the first lap car just entering turn 3 as we were coming off of 2. Not a very long backstretch here at Kentucky compared to most mile-and-a-half racetracks. A lot wider and a lot longer of a front stretch. Especially with the 2019 package for the Cup Series from last year, you didn't really see too high of speeds going into turn 1. catch our first lap car of stage number 2. It's going to be Austin Hill in the 61. We'll get around him on the outside pretty easily through 3 and 4. And back to the line, 20 laps to go in stage 2. Will we get another late race yellow in this stage, or can we stay green all the way to the finish? I guarantee though, if a caution comes out, I'm definitely taking 4 tires this time, because remember, I took 2 tires back in stage 1 and it definitely bit me hard. Couldn't come back from it. Remember, there is 20 drivers currently on the lead lap, so everybody I'm currently passing right now are already a lap down and are now going 2 laps down. Get out of the gas for the guy into the side of the 78 of Vinnie Miller that time. Different line there into turn 3. I dove it in a little too deep, but I tried to get it to work as best as I possibly could, and I thought I did a pretty decent job there. To see how many drivers will actually be able to finish on the lead lap if we stay green at the end of the stage, because I guarantee we'll get probably close. Oh man, Tommy Joe Martin's really trying to block us there. Quick cut down to the inside. We're going to be very close, I feel like, by the end of the stage to getting to the top 10 as far as trying to put all those guys a lap down. Probably towards the back half, if I had to guess. Matt Mills, first driver, 1 lap down, is now 2 laps down in this race. And Kaz Gralla is in the 20th spot, currently the last driver on the lead lap. Gralla gives us a ton of room on the bottom through the tri-oval. We'll get around him with ease. No problem at all. I don't know what that was there. It's like we just got sucked right into the wall on the outside. That was crazy. Didn't look like it hurt the car. It's one thing with the steering wheel though too. I can't look from side to side. So it's kind of tough to tell exactly how much damage we might have all around the car. Outside of the back bumper we could see pretty easily, but
Still there. All clear.
Jeremy Clement's going to go a lap down here as well. And I'm sure stage 3 will be a lot crazier, that is for sure, but I think a lot closer than what the second stage is. I think the adjustment we made was definitely in the right direction, but we don't know how it'll be when everybody's on the same set of tires. We will see that on the next restart for sure, whether it is a caution before the end of the stage, or the end of the stage in general. We still have 11 laps to go. I'm sure Christopher Bell, I'm sure we can get him to lap into the top 10. 14-second lead on Michael Annett, Ryan Sieg in third, Chase Briscoe currently in fourth, and John Hunter Nemechek in fifth. Austin Cindric, last driver on the lead lap at 14th. He's in danger of going a lap down unless we get a quick yellow. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. We'll go to his outside there. No need to risk it too much on the bottom of the racetrack. All the way to the top. And 3 and 4 goes Justin Haley. Remember, we had contact earlier. He's giving us a lot of bottom there. We'll definitely use it. Wonder if he's afraid of getting turned around again. Hey, really sorry for that situation that we had earlier. It's like a lot of heavy lap traffic down that back straightaway. Look at how the cars are. They're single file for the most part, but they are about as close to nose to tail as you can be this long into a green flag run. A lot of those are definitely lap cars that have already been put a lap down, that are towards the back of the field. Only one driver's DNF so far. 8 laps to go in stage 2. Justin Allgaier, the pole sitter, in 12th right now. And he will go a lap down. Brandon Jones getting held up big time by these lap cars. And try to pass all of them around the outside. Jones now goes to the bottom. Stephen Light is still there, not letting him go. That is a battle for 10th. They will both go a lap down. Tyler Reddick in 9th now, just ahead of us. He'll go a lap down as well. So we have lapped inside the top 10. 8 drivers currently on the lead lap now. And that'll definitely help us starting stage 3. It'll definitely help us get stage points, because remember, we did not get any stage points in stage 1. We came in with the regular season points lead, and a pretty big lead at that, but definitely want to get as many points as possible still. See if we might have a chance to lock up the regular season title. A race early. Had to get on the brakes on the outside there. Really nowhere to go. We could have threaded it up the middle, but I couldn't make my mind up soon enough on what lane I wanted to run. Got forced to run the top. Now we'll get around Custer. Noah Gregson just in front of us. He is really getting blocked off by the 35 of Josh Wise. We'll take it 3 wide now through the trioval. Easily clearing Gregson. Now only 5 drivers on the lead lap with 5 laps to go in the stage. Jeffrey Earnhardt is probably going to go a lap down as well. Definitely not going to catch Annett. 22 seconds off the lead, but we still got about another 10 seconds to catch him. We're now running 2 seconds a lap faster than the second place driver. You have to have some really fresh tires to even have a chance to do that. We might have a chance to catch Briscoe and Sieg. It's not impossible, but we're still going to have to pick up the pace a little bit these last few laps. Might need a little help with some lap traffic as well. Realistically, that could be the battle for the pre-pass position, though, if we do catch them both. So that could be a great battle for third going on. So within about a half second of each other. And ready to get out of the gas there to get around the outside of the lap cars. Cesar Barcella really letting us go on the bottom as well. We're wearing off that right front tire quite a bit. Down to 19% tire wear. So we did wear the tires out a little bit more here in stage 2. That is definitely for sure. But you got to know that we can at this point. With these first two stages in the Xfinity Series being a lot shorter. Down to the inside of Briscoe. He's going to go a lap down. Ryan Sieg just in front of us had to get on the brakes there. I knew we were going to catch Martins there a lot quicker. Off of turn 4, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go in stage 2. Sieg just in front of us trying to stay on the lead lap, but at best hoping he could be in the free pass position. Bell to the outside. Going to give us the run down the back straightaway. We're going to be side by side off of turn 2. We're going to clear Sieg down the back stretch into 3. Ryan Sieg, first driver, 1 lap down in 3rd. Annette will be able to restart on the front row, though, on the lead lap as well. As the green-white checker flag is in the air off of turn 4. Christopher Bell wins stage 2 at Kentucky after scoring 0 stage points in the opening stage of the race. Now we'll get to see what might come in this 3rd and final stage. What will we have to show for? Definitely got a 4-tire pit stop coming our way right now. No questions about it. We had our longest green flag run of the race to the end of the stage as well. 3/4 of a tank of fuel will be enough to fill the tank up all the way full. 4 fresh tires, as I said. We'll repair any damage we've got on the car and get going for stage 3. "110 laps in this 3rd and final stage. Green flag will be in the air. How will the pit strategy play out? We have 107 to go here in the 3rd and final stage when we go green. And we can only run about 56 laps on a full tank of fuel. So I don't know. And that's to say that we can save our tires enough to actually get a full fuel run in as well. That is very, very close to being a one-stop race. It should be a one-stop race to the finish, but again, we don't know how cautions might play into effect. We're just going to have to race this out as best as we can. Again, another great start. Michael Annette's definitely got a fast car in this one, and it was looking like early after he won stage 1 and basically dominated the first half of the race that he was going to be the guy we're going to have to beat. He is in 2nd. He is just behind us and actually closing in quite a bit right now. Drove in deep through turns 3 and 4. We're going to get back into the gas now. And actually it's Chase Briscoe coming before Michael Annette. But we're still going to try to block him off, hold the clean air. Briscoe going all the way down to the apron now through the tri-oval. Can't make the pass that time. Annette's still stuck a couple cars back through the field as we try to hold on to the clean air as much as possible. Oh, missed our entrance to the corner. We're going to try to hold it, easing back into the throttle, but that might not have been a good decision either. Briscoe slips by on the inside. All these guys trying to battle to get back on the lead lap and hope for that quick caution to bunch right back up and maybe have a shot at the lead. Contact with Briscoe. We are driving it into the corners a lot deeper than these guys, especially into turn 1. I kind of tend to forget that when we're trying to race them. Annette now looking to the outside for the race lead. Will he be able to get it this time? That's going to give him a lot of straightaway speed. We slip up the track. Here comes John Hunter Nemechek. And now that we're side by side, that could allow Annette to come a lot faster than what we had anticipated. Quickly trying to get to the inside of John Hunter Nemechek. Might not be good to be racing these lap cars as hard as we are, but just trying to get away from Annette as quick as possible. Nemechek now goes down, or up to the outside. We go down to the inside. Annette kind of running the middle line there. We're going to clear Nemechek off of turn 4. And look at Michael Annett looking to thread it 3 wide up the middle of the racetrack. Backs out of the gas there and kind of falls in line behind. He couldn't get it done that time. What fuel and tire wear times do I use? I use the normal, especially running a full race, try to give it as realistic of a feel as I possibly can. So again, currently second on the track, but first on the leaderboard by just about a half second on Michael Annett. He definitely has a faster car for about the first at least 15 laps of a green flag run. But he has been battling the lap traffic, as are we on this restart. He did not take off on the top side at all, and we did on the bottom. And we've led every lap here so far in stage 3. Slipping up the track again. Jeffrey Earnhardt might have a chance. Nope, not quite. And Annett's starting to fall back here. 100 laps to go. Cross flags. We are halfway home in this race at Kentucky Speedway tonight. Quickly gaining on the back bumper, the 98 of Briscoe. Briscoe still hoping for that quick caution. He is definitely going to need it quick. We are closing in on him in a hurry. We get a good run through the trial, we might have a chance to pass him in turn 1. We are definitely coming. Oh, nope, drove it in too deep. Contact, will he go around, locking the brakes down? Around goes Briscoe. Big save to the inside. Hard to tell if he made contact with anybody. Caution is going to fly. With 99 to go, it's our 4th of the race and our 2nd one we have caused. Very similar to how we accidentally spun out the 11 car earlier. Back in stage 2. Hate doing that. Kind of sucks. Especially because that put him a lap down again too. He was fighting to stay on the lead lap. He lost a couple spots now. And the free pass actually goes to Jeffrey Earnhardt. Looks like everybody's staying out for now, but we'll bunch the field back up again. And we will have 96 laps to go this time at the green flag. So the green flag will be back in the air. 96 laps to go, another big jump, but quickly Michael Annett learned his lesson the hard way last time. He got to the inside as quick as he could, and wow, we took off in a hurry. I almost wonder if they might have a problem back there, or maybe they spun their tires, because I don't know how we took off and quickly have a 1.5 lead in the first half a lap off the restart. See how this is going to hold. That was definitely by far the best jump we've had in this race. Probably the best jump we've had all season on a restart, to be quite honest, especially from the lead. Still a long ways to go though. At least one pit stop. I'm sure the cautions aren't done yet either. Alex, the cart is quick. We started off a lot looser at the beginning of the race. And I believe it was after that 3rd caution of the race, early in stage 2, I decided to pit and tighten the car up. Put 1.5 turns of the wedge into the car. Really made it a lot more stable than what it was for the first third of the race. And pretty much since then, we've held our own pretty well. We were loose, we definitely weren't as fast. Rear end of the car felt like it was wanting to spin out like all the way around the corner on both ends of the track, and that's just not good. I knew we weren't going to be able to deal with that the whole race. Well, while we're in the clean air right now, I guess we'll alternate the cameras for the final time tonight. Start off with the in-car cam as we roll into turn 1. Compared to about the last 4 races we've had in the Xfinity Series on the channel, this one might not be as entertaining. Definitely not as clean, that's for sure, but nevertheless, we're going to go for the win. And who knows, maybe we'll have a good last second half to a quarter of the race. Whew. Stayed in the gas, almost got into the wall off of turn 2. A little bit of a scare there. Car got very tight very fast. It's getting tight through 3 and 4 again too. That time we missed our marks. I don't know exactly what happened through 1 and 2. It just felt like it pushed up the track randomly. But I know for a fact it definitely didn't dive into the corner too well in 3 and 4. I don't know what's going on here. The car's getting really tight late into this run now. Can guarantee the race tomorrow night will be run with the controller at New Hampshire, by the way. Not sure on an exact start time to that race, but you can expect anywhere between the 7 to 8 o'clock hour unless I can get off of work early enough. I'd like to start it earlier, but no guarantees. Probably 7, 8 o'clock is what we'll be looking at for that stream tomorrow night. Quite a ways before we catch lap traffic yet too. 86 laps to go currently. 6-second lead. Ryan Sieg almost looking like he could be the second fastest driver in the field here. He was battling with Michael Annett before the caution, despite Sieg was looking for the free pass position, or no, my bad. Sieg was on the lead lap. He got the free pass at the end of the stage. But he was coming up through the field fairly quick. And I mean, now we look, he's about a half second ahead of Annett, and he's actually kind of pulling him a little bit. You can see all the lap cars that are ahead of Sieg and Annett too, though, on the bottom left corner of your screen on the track map. So there could be some faster drivers as of right now trying to battle for that free pass position, that if they can get the lead lap with the caution, get bunched up in the right situation, maybe they have a shot to get a nice late race restart. I feel like this race ends on a long run. We should definitely be able to win. We have a 10 to 15 lap shootout or less to the finish of the race. That might be a little bit different story. We'll probably have to fight for that one, but for right now we're doing all right. Definitely just trying to run our own race. Checking out the gas here. Just to be safe, I could have held it full throttle. It would have been definitely close to the wall, but no need to risk it with this big of a lead. In the clean air as well. No cars around us. Don't have to worry about getting ran over at all by a lap car either. Catch some lap traffic right now. Get to the outside of Josh Bilicki, hold the corner fine, quickly down to the inside on Barcelo. We're going to clear him going into turn 3. They got us out of shape just a little bit. Just our corner entry through 3 and 4. Got it to stick on the apron though, and we'll run it out fine. And now we got a car spinning through the tri-oval. Caution will fly, and that will mess. Okay, well, luckily the damage won't go onto the front bumper of the car there. It was a little bit of a mistake by the game, but yeah, caution's out for a spin through the tri-oval on John Jackson. He probably had a tire going down. It looks like these drivers on the lead lap are going to pit, as will we. And yeah, so that's going to see something like that. It's going to mess up the strategy on our behalf here in this race. So now Jeffrey Earnhardt staying out. John Hunter Nemechek will get the free pass. So we'll have 5 drivers on the lead lap. We lost the spot on pit road to Sieg. He's even brought a fast pit crew in this one. So here we go. Green flag back in the air again here at Kentucky. Jeffrey Earnhardt leads us to the green. We quickly take it 3 wide to the bottom. Getting through the shifts well again. Clearing everybody into turn 1. And with 76 laps to go, we're going to take the lead on the restart here at Kentucky. Sieg on the outside, really getting it going right now. Man, this car just takes off on the restarts. Another great one. They're racing mightily back there for second. And we'll see if Sieg can maybe make a run on us as we get back up to speed. 75 to go. I mean, after that wedge adjustment, though, earlier in the race, it definitely seems like we've got the car to beat. Especially on these short runs even. It's amazing how fast this car is. Just got to keep hitting our marks, though, on the short runs, trying to maintain the lead as much as possible. It's been a while since we haven't led a lap in this one. Especially under green. I guess, yeah, technically we didn't lead those couple laps under caution. Jeffrey Earnhardt did, but yeah, as far as green flag laps are considered, we've led a lot of green flag laps consecutively in this race. Sieg's not really coming, though. We're kind of maintaining between 7 to 8 tenths of a second of each other. Coming in a little deeper through 3 and 4, easing back into the throttle. Probably going to have a little bit better run off of 4 than we did that time, so that is where he's going to gain a little bit of time. We seem to hold our own through turns 1 and 2 for the most part, though. 3 and 4, we just drive it in a little too deep at times. Made a higher line through the first turn there. Deep through 3 and 4 again. Trying to keep those left side tires off the apron as much as possible. We want to get as close as possible in the middle of the corner, really hitting that apex before you come off. Sieg has definitely run a faster lap the last 2 laps than us though. See if he beats us in 3 and 4 for the 3rd lap in a row. A little bit better that time on our behalf. A little bit better, but still a lot of room for improvement. He does gain another 0.2 of a second that last lap. Now 3 car lengths back in the lead. Can Ryan Sieg come on late in this race and maybe have a shot to win it? Michael Annette's still only a little over a second back in the lead in 3rd too, so don't forget about him. He won stage 1. He's definitely got a fast car in this one as well. A lot higher of a line through 1 and 2 than what we've ran the majority of this race. And you get all that straightaway speed down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Oh, drove it in way too deep that time. Michael Annette's coming too. Actually, Annette looks faster than Ryan Sieg right now. Sieg is catching us, but Michael Annette now only about a half second back. So the top 3 all within about a half second of the lead. With lucky number 69 laps to go. It's just a matter of who's going to get to us first between Sieg and Annette. If we beat Sieg back to the gas there. But Annette looking to the inside of Sieg for second now. Will he get him? Not quite that time. Sieg pulls the block. And now the top 3 all running bumper to bumper into turn 1 with 68 to go. Annette trying to thread the needle to the inside. Michael Annette looking for the race lead on Ryan Sieg off of turn 2. And the longer they battle with each other, the better for us. Be more susceptible to hold on to the lead, but now we got back into the gas too soon. Here comes Annette. Annette up to second now. Just passing Ryan Sieg for the second spot with 67 to go at the line. Annette down to the apron through the tri-oval. He might drive it in deep through 1 and 2. Did a good job through 1 and 2 that time, holding our own again. But Annette is still within striking distance into turns 3 and 4. He drives it in deep on the bottom of the track. We're going to try and block him as best we can off of turn 4. He is there. I think he went for it all there. He might have been just a little too far back. Couldn't make the move, and we'll see if he can get us this lap. Again, down to the apron again. We've been known for driving these corners in a lot deeper. And now another caution with 66 laps to go off of turn 2. Looks like a car blew a tire again there, and it looks like the 61 of Austin Hill. So that is going to be caution number 6. We've got 1 set of Goodyear tires left, and we're going to stay out here. Now might be too soon to pit, so we're going to hold on to the lead. But we'll have to be prepared here to probably lose it on the restart. Everybody will still have to pit before the end of the race. Even if they pit now, they will be about 8 laps short on fuel. So you'll probably need 2 or 3 cautions from that point to make it to the end. Noah Gregson will get the free pass. Everybody on the lead lap came onto pit road there. And that keeps all those guys from taking the wave around as well, as they probably stayed out to take the wave around, but us pitting definitely costed them. So another great jump on the restart again, but on older tires it's not going to be as great of a jump as we've had recently. Sieg quickly to the inside of Michael Annette, though, who came off the pit road in second. And Sieg is actually going to clear him for the second spot off of turn number 2. And into 3 and 4, Annette trying to topside all the way up against the wall. He's going to make the pass for second. John Hunter back at the line. We are up to speed here at Kentucky. Sieg coming to the inside through the tri-oval through turns one and through the apron on the tri-oval. Driving it in deep here through turns 1 and 2. Looking to the inside, down the back stretch. Into turns 3 and 4. We drive it in deep again. Left side tires down on the apron. Blocking off Sieg as best as we can. Again, we're on older tires. Oh, they're looking to split us now. Look at John Hunter Nemechek. He goes to the outside to try and make the pass on Ryan Sieg, but can't complete it going into one. He is still there. And the battle for the lead is on. Side by side for second, though, really side drafting off of each other quite a bit. Holding them back, but again, remember, we're on older tires. By about 15 laps. Look on the outside. It might be 3 wide coming up here. Jeffrey Earnhardt might want to try to contend for the lead. Blocked quickly by Nemechek. He doesn't want him to get up there. We're still in the lead with 60 laps to go at Kentucky. What a battle going on right now. We leave the bottom open, running through 1 and 2. Not what we wanted to do. And here comes Ryan Sieg to the inside, trying to side draft down the back straightaway. This could get tight into turn 3 on the brakes, trying to beat everyone back to the gas. Jeffrey Earnhardt moves us up the track into the 23 of Nemechek. And we somehow all saved it. Now a push coming from behind from Michael Annett. Jeffrey Earnhardt about dumps us into 3. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Quick closing rate on him back again. Had to hit the brakes. That costed us time. Nemechek is still back in 5th. And Michael Annett is now back up to 3rd. And he is looking for 2nd on Jeffrey Earnhardt. John Hunter Nemechek all over our back bumper, seemingly faster than us as well. Back to the inside again on Michael Annett. We're gonna, nope, not quite gonna make the pass. Here comes Nemechek on the bottom. Man, we were close to going 3 wide there, but we weren't exactly 3 wide. Great pass by Nemechek though. He saw us slip up the track, but now he goes to the outside through 3 and 4. Which is fine because he'll be able to stay clean in front of us. But how about this? Top 5 within a second and a half of the race lead with 57 laps to go. 2nd through 4th have been running the top here these last couple laps. We can get to the inside, but we can't get close enough to the corner panel of the 23 to at least side draft off of him. We got to keep holding back. Deep drive through turns 3 and 4 down to the apron. Can't get him that time. We got close. Annett now to the inside of the 81 of Jeffrey Earnhardt for 2nd. Annett and Nemechek still consistent with running the top. It looked like Jeffrey Earnhardt has moved back to the bottom. Not only to get around Annett, but to maybe try and close in on the race leader of Ryan Sieg up ahead. And it looks like he is getting off the corners better than Sieg. Maybe we could have a new leader here in the next couple laps. Earnhardt moves back to the top side. Been a while since an Earnhardt has won in any of the 3 series in NASCAR. Can Jeffrey be the one? Closing back in now on Michael Annett, who has just been passed for 3rd. It's amazing how much his car has fallen off over the course of this race. Not adapting well here in this nighttime weather. Compared to the last couple intermediate tracks were in the daytime. We're inside the pit window. If we are to pit now. Gonna try to go as long as we possibly can, though.
Still there.
To the inside of Annette, trying to side draft him down the back straightaway. Didn't work as well that time. He goes back to the top through 3 and 4. We're going to complete the pass for the 4th position. Trying to close in on John Hunter Nemechek now as well. Jeffrey Earnhardt is close to the back bumper of Ryan Sieg for the race lead. So we're just over a quarter of the way of this race to go. Big drive to the inside by Earnhardt. Couldn't quite get to the back bumper of Sieg that time. Now he looks to the inside down the back stretch. Big dive to the bottom now by the 20 of Bell. Trying to move up to 3rd on John Hunter Nemechek. It's going to work. Oh, contact off of turn 4 between the 1 and the 23 behind us. And that busts his way back up to 4th, and they're side by side for the lead ahead as well. Earnhardt, can he clear Sieg through turns 1 and 2? Yes, he can. Jeffrey Earnhardt to the lead at Kentucky. It'll be official at the line for a lead change if Sieg can't get him back at least, and he won't. Earnhardt to the lead at Kentucky. 50 laps to go as we try to close in on the leaders once again. For these final 50 laps, we'll see if we'll have some more edge of your seat excitement here tonight on this live stream. Sieg caught the lap car of Joey Gase in a terrible spot there off the exit of turn 2.
Still there. All right.
And we close the gap on the 39 car again. Here we go. Looking to the outside of Sieg. With 49 laps left. To the outside into turns 1 and 2. Try to carry the momentum.
Still there.
Can we complete the pass off of 2? Sieg is still there. And now we clear him off of turn 2. A little easier than what I originally expected. Now trying to catch Jeffrey Earnhardt. Only 48 laps to go. Earnhardt has only led 3 laps in this race. It was the last 3. And he's in danger of losing the lead now. He ran a little higher down through turn 1 and 2. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. He's going to hug the bottom. We're going to run a little higher than him again. Big run coming off of turn 4 and through the tri-oval. We're about to catch lap traffic again in this race. Setting him up through 3 and 4. Can we get him through 1 and 2? To the outside again goes Bell. Side by side for the lead. Look at Brown go on the bottom of the racetrack. He's kind of being held up. He pulls up in front of us. 3 wide for the lead now. Had to check up onto the throttle a hair. Still side by side for the lead. Trying to use McLeod as a pick now for 3 and 4. It's going to work, but we got back into the gas a little too soon. Still able to clear everybody. Christopher Bell back to the lead here at Kentucky. 3rd time he's led the race. We have 46 to go. Now trying to get away from Jeffrey Earnhardt in this race. Right front tire down to 30% tire wear. Again, we can make it on fuel to the end if we pit now. It's just a matter of how long do we want to run. I'm going to try to run as long as possible in case of a caution. Had to get on the brakes through 3 and 4 there. Drove it in deep to try and get under Austin Hill. Luckily didn't have a ton of damage after blowing that tire, bringing out the last caution. Again, we've had 6 cautions in this race today. 3 in stage 3, 1 back in stage 2, and 2 in the opening stage of the race. 1 driver has DNF'd in those cautions so far, and that was back in stage 1, in fact. Every caution since then has not had a DNF since, but we do have quite a few drivers multiple laps down that are still on the racetrack. Oh, contact with Barcella. Please save it. No. Oh, he comes back in front of the track, locking it down big time. What a save by Barcella. And we're able to miss him to the inside as well there. My goodness. And here we go again. Field is going to pit. Now we will be able to make it on fuel to the end. A little bit of damage ensued there, but we're all good. We'll restart in 5th. And here we go. Green flag is back in the air again at Kentucky. Another good jump to the inside of the racetrack. How long can we hold on for the lead this time? Look at us go 3 wide into turn 1 down to the bottom. Christopher Bell to the lead again, but how long can we hang on? When we get back up to speed at the line, we will have 40 laps to go in the race. Tires will be good to the end. Fuel will be good to the end. And here we go. Wasn't necessarily the money stop we needed, but we quickly got to the lead. Ryan Sieg, he's shown great speed in the first about 5 laps of the run. Especially if he can get out to the clean air. Noah Gregson now, maybe he's in position to win out of nowhere. He's up to 3rd. I don't think we've seen him in the top 5 all day. He's now looking for 2nd on the inside of Sieg through turns 3 and 4. Can't clear him. Now 3 wide for 2nd as Jeffrey Earnhardt looks to the bottom. But Noah Gregson able to block him, at least for the time being. Jeffrey Earnhardt, he's worked his way back to 2nd, up ahead of Gregson now. To the outside goes Earnhardt. Gregson down to the bottom, trying to cross him over through 3 and 4. Great battle going on for 2nd. That's what we want to see out of our rear view mirror. As that battle quickens, we try to hold on to the lead as much as possible. Oh, a little loose moment there through turns 1 and 2. It's going to cost us a little bit of time. We were able to stay in the gas. And here comes Cole Custer on the bottom of the track. Custer's just trying to look for his lap back. He's in position to do it. He gets off the corner through 3 and 4 a lot better than we did. And here comes Michael Annett to follow side by side for the lead at the line. Annett going to lead the lap. Lead change with 37 to go here at Kentucky. A mistake we didn't need. And now we're looking to take it. Nope, couldn't take it 3 wide there. Lost a lot of momentum. Annett now looking for the clean air off of turn 2. He's to the inside. Big dive bomb to the bottom coming here for the 20 of Bell. 3 wide contact. We drove it in a little too deep there. And here comes, Tyler Reddick in the 2 more contact. And now we're 4-1 for the lead through the tri-oval. We're going to lead the lap at the line by inches, still 3 wide, trying to hold on to it. This could be a mess into turns 1 and 2, getting tight, 81 in the wall. More contact behind us with the 39 and the 23. Oh my gosh. Michael Annett trying to drive away. The heck is going on here, man? 35 laps to go. Race is far from over. Gregson's been trying to run the top, but Michael Annett's been blocking him off. When will he go to the bottom? We closed in on him as everybody's in dirty air as far as the leaders are considered. Big jump to the inside now on Noah Gregson, and that'll move us back up to 2nd once again. Annett might be caught behind those 2 cars ahead of him who are trying to fight to stay on the lead lap. That could allow us to catch up to Michael Annett a lot quicker. Jeffrey Earnhardt looking for third right behind us there on Noah Gragson, driving it in deep through 3 and 4. Annette goes to the top again. Top side here, Kentucky, though, just doesn't seem as fast as the bottom. What lane will he choose through 1 and 2? He goes back to the top again. Big slide job coming from Bell on the bottom. And to the lead off of turn 2, we're going to clear Michael Annette. Will he try to make a come back to the inside through 3 and 4? Nope, he runs the top again. Still got Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer just in front of us. It'll be a lead change at the line. 32 laps to go at Kentucky. Bell in the lead again. Custer, Reddick still side by side, nowhere to go. We're caught behind the both of them. Still only about a half second ahead of Annette. Reddick has just cleared Custer. Custer going to go back to the bottom. And again, they're both blocking us off big time. Just trying to get around them as quick as possible, but we've got nowhere to go. And here comes Michael Annette once again. That's what I was afraid of. We're getting held up big time right now. 31 to go. Trying to get under everybody. Big dive bomb into 1 and 2. Trying to get it to stick. But Custer fighting back on the bottom. And we're side by side down the backstretch. Now Custer clears us. Still trying to hold on to the lead lap. To the inside again. Driving it in way too deep there that time. Had to get on the brakes. Contact now with the 0-0. 30 to go. Oh, a little bit of a bump again to the back of the 0-0. Shot him out a little further ahead of us. Got to be careful of that, though. Remember, we've already turned a couple guys around. We obviously don't want to do that again. Oh. Big move to the outside. Probably where we're going to have to pass him. Oh, contact slightly into the wall there. It's going to break our momentum. Annette on the inside. He is coming. We are struggling to get around this 0-0 of Custer right now. We're going to go to his inside through turns 3 and 4. Big side draft that time. Taking the corner a lot deeper. Trying to get it to stick. Feathering the throttle. But here comes Custer back on the inside again. We cannot block him off. He side drafts us back. Trying to get away from him now. 28 to go. On the outside through 1 and 2. Look at Custer. Man, still side by side down the back stretch. Still side drafting off one another. We're trying to hold on to the lead. Pinching him down a little more through 3 and 4. Is he still there? No. Clear off of 4. 27 to go. 1 second lead on Michael Annette. Can we drive away now? Or will we get another caution before the end of the race? I just don't even know what to think right now. Will that be the end? Car in the wall, turn 4. Will that bring out the yellow? Oh, we need a caution bad. We're going to get up high again. I don't know why there was no caution. He is limping around the racetrack. We lost a lot of time there. Had to really get on the brakes. I'm sure everybody behind us is too. 25 laps to go here at Kentucky. Just trying to hold on to the lead at this point. Oh shoot, man, into the wall off of turn 4. Really tight again. My goodness. Just trying to get back up to speed. Now we're going to have to hold on. Here come the leaders again. A mistake of our own doing. Oh boy. We get crazy again, guys. Craziness is not over yet. Race is never done. 23 laps to go. Drove it in a little too deep there through 1 and 2. Man, we are making a little bit of mistakes. Trying to hold on to it. Here comes Jeffrey Earnhardt. What lane will he choose? Oh no, now Nemechek goes to the bottom. 3-1 contact on the bottom of the track there with John Hunter Nemechek. I don't know if that's going to be able to hold on. Nemechek going to squirm by for the race lead. All over the place trying to catch this car. Got to get him back. Race thickens. To the outside through turns 3 and 4. Can we get a run on Nemechek again? Off of 4 this time. A little loose again. Contact with Nemechek. Handling going away. 21 to go. Big run to the back bumper of him again. Another big closing rate. Still trying to block us off as best as he possibly can. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Being blocked off big time now by Austin Hill. Slipping on by. Driving it in a little too deep. Really don't know if this car can hold on. 20 laps to go here at Kentucky. Into the back of Joey Gay slightly. Up this pit road. Yep. Jeez, oh Pete's, man. No tires, no fuel. Gotta get back out there on the lead lap if at all possible, but this pit road speeding penalty might have hurt us. That's disappointing. Yeah, 27. Yeah, that's a bad timing penalty. We were put in a terrible spot. Gonna go a lap down. Now it's just a matter of trying to get the free pass spot, but we've got a lot of lap cars like Cole Custer to pass. I don't think that's gonna happen. Gonna try to race it out here as best as we can. We have now fallen back to the 19th spot. We're gonna gain as many spots as possible at this point. Two drivers have DNF'd in this race. Win streak on the line here in the Xfinity Series in this one. And it was looking good through the most part throughout this race, and now we're just trying to get back on the lead lap. Now what we can hope for is to try and get to the free pass position as quick as possible. Problem is, we're probably going to need Cole Custer to get back on the lead lap at some point here. We've got a good chance to get back into the top 10 still, but winning this race is not looking good. As Growler, look at that block on the inside. Forcing our way under him there, down towards the apron a little more. We're going to clear him going into 3, and we're up to 14. We're less than 2 seconds behind Justin Haley. And we've got to be the fastest guy on the racetrack at this point now. Not a lot of laps left, though. That's the problem. 15 to go. 14 for the leaders. Definitely going to catch him past Haley, and we'll do the same with next couple guys ahead of us. Austin Cindric and Stephen White. That'll move us up to 11th. Not sure exactly how many drivers are on the lead lap right now with 13 to go, but I don't think it's too many. Chris Briscoe on the lead lap. He's in 6th. You got the free pass position under the last yellow. We're up to 12th. Just an Allgaier not too far ahead of us either. A little contact there with Cinder coming off a 4. That'll slow us both down a little bit, but we're going to get on by. Leaders in a ton of lap traffic right now, though, I do have to say. Crazier things have happened. Back to 10th. Just past Allgaier. Yeah, we got to catch Brandon Jones, Tyler Reddick yet for sure to get back into the free pass position. And maybe Cole Custer in 7th. Tough to say for sure. Might have to drive our way back on the lead lap in general. Thing is, I think we can catch Custer before the end of the race. But will that be enough time to hope for a quick yellow as well? Can't say for sure. We put ourselves in that situation. We got loose pretty much the last, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps for that pit road speeding penalty. Oddly enough, remember I sped on pit road in practice, but a lot different situation. We were trying to save the car, and then I realized I was not going to be able to save it without going on the pit road. At least we made the commitment line, but we could not get it back down in time. Crazy. Brandon Jones just in front of us right now. We have 9 laps to go at the line. We're about to take the 9th position over. And we just did, clearing them into turns 1 and 2. Tyler Reddick caught in a lot of lap traffic right now. Cole Custer still 3.5 seconds ahead of us. He could be on the lead lap though, I'm not entirely sure. Eight to go. Oh, Reddick about gotten away, staying in the gas though, and racing clean at the same time. 3 wide up through the middle. Look at us just try to get around these cars as quick as possible. So Cole Custer is just ahead of us by about 1.5 seconds. Zigzagging through these cars. Custer is the last driver, or sorry, the first driver 1 lap down. I think we'll get our lap back from John Hunter Nemechek before the end of the race as well, but that's asking for too much. We definitely want to get around Custer. Hope for a caution at that point, but see, that right front tire down to 20% too. Definitely going hard. I think when we locked those tires down onto pit road too, that definitely burned them out. Might have flat spotted them. Well, we didn't flat spot them because we're still running, but definitely wasn't the best case scenario. we are up to 7th. We are the first driver 1 lap down right now, and we will have 4 laps to go when we come back to the line this time for John Hunter Nemechek. So yes, 4 laps left. Can Nemechek just get to the white flag? Sorry, 5 laps to go, but can Nemechek get to the white flag? That is the next question. They're not going to catch Briscoe for 6th under green. Next task is to just get around Nemechek. Hope for a quick caution. We'll restart at the front of the field in the 7th spot, likely assuming that everybody will stay out of the pits. So we have unlapped ourselves. Now we're praying for the quick caution. I said that right front tire can make it all the way to the end, but with 4 laps to go yet, and considering the fact that if we do get overtime, we'll have to run even more laps, is there a little bit of concern with this team that our right front tire might not be able to make it to the end? It's tough to say. Here we go. We'll probably find out soon. If we stay green to the end, though, we'll definitely make it. Got 3 laps to go. %, now. I'm worried about the interval at this point. We're going to finish on the lead lap. Man, I don't know if that right front tire is going to make it. Should make it under green, but if we get that caution, I just don't know. Got 2 laps to go here at Kentucky. Last chance for a yellow. Will we get it? John Hunter Nemechek about a half a lap away here from the white flag. Still got a decent amount of lap traffic ahead of him. But he also has a decent sized lead going for him right now as well. He's going to get there. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Kentucky for John Hunter Nemechek. Trying to get a win. I don't think he's won yet on the season. So if he is another new winner, that will make 7 different winners on the season, and we will have 5 more spots still open for points as of now to get into the playoffs. But of course, we only have 9 races left, or we still have 9 races left in the regular season. So now we're going to reach our white flag lap here. Checker flag off in turn 4 at the stripe now. John Hunter Nemechek is going to get the win here at Kentucky. Our right front tire is going to make it to the end. We got 4% tire wear. Still about 11 seconds behind Briscoe on the brakes through 3 and 4. Down to the apron. Won't matter. We're going to come home in 7th. Finishing last on the lead lap, but at least we finished on the lead lap. Not terrible. We got a stage win in this one, but we definitely blew it late. John Hunter Nemechek will get the win at Kentucky Speedway. Topsy-turvy race here in this one. 7 cautions endured. He had about a 4.5 second win on Michael Annett, who won stage 1. Ran great in stage 2. Got a good finish as well here in the final stage of the race. So obviously we're still going to be the points leader by quite a bit. A little less than 200 now though over Briscoe. And John Hunter Nemechek in the 10th spot. He was good in points for right now, but the win definitely secures a spot for him. So John Hunter Nemechek is locked into the playoffs. Again, 7 drivers have wins at this point in the season. Going to be in the top 20 as well. So even Stephen Light in 18th there, still looking good. And that is going to be all we've got here for this one tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, the video in general, the racing action in this one. A little sloppy for the most part. But again, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time, as always, for more NASCAR Heat, or, well, more NASCAR daily content, such as videos like this. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button, again, if you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.